Hey guys, how's it going? Today we are going to be talking about my favorite apps for planning out a vacation and road trip. Hey, before we get started, if you guys could help me out by subscribing to my channel, I would be so grateful. It doesn't cost you a thing and it helps me out so much. Thanks. Now let's get on to the video. So, planning a road trip takes a little bit more work than maybe it would sound like. You could get in the car and just drive and see what happens, but when you have 4 kids, that doesn't really work so well, especially when it comes to hotels. It's really hard to find hotel rooms that sleep a family of 6. You can pretty easily get 2 hotel rooms that sleep 4 each, but there's no guarantee that they will be connecting. And if you're like us and your kids are pretty young, that's kind of a problem. You really need either connecting rooms or one room that'll sleep everyone. So here's what I do to plan our trips. I have several apps that I enjoy using. The first one is Google Maps. Google Maps is my favorite app for figuring out how far our destination is, what are my best routes, and what all is along the way. I can see what cities are along the way and kind of start planning my trip from there. So I always go to Google Maps and plug in our destination before I do anything else. So Google Maps is my first stop, and I'm sure you all probably use it too. I think pretty much everyone uses Google Maps, but yes, I like that app. Next, I have 3 hotel apps that I utilize, and I will check all 3 of these to find the best hotel or best deal. My top 2 are Hilton Rewards and IHG. I have really good luck with Hilton hotels. They have quite a few hotel brands or chains that sleep a family of 6, and they're usually very nice and clean hotels. I've only had a bad experience at a Hilton once, so I do really enjoy Hilton hotels. My other favorite is IHG hotels, and this can be a lot of Holiday Inns. They also have several other brands that fall under that category, but most of the ones we stay at are Holiday Inns. We have stayed at I think it's like a Homewood Suites or something like that. It's kind of like an extended stay type of hotel with like a kitchenette and 2 bedrooms, living room, but it is also very nice. So that is another app that I go to that I found clean, nice hotel rooms that sleep larger families. So those are my top 2 hotel apps. I do, though, also like to check Hotels.com. This gives me just a wide variety of hotels in the area. They're not necessarily all one brand. I'm sure you've probably been on Hotels.com at some point, and you just get a wide variety. I like to check this just to make sure there's not a hotel that's not one of those brands that has a really good deal going on, like sometimes maybe a Marriott or something that's local and not a chain that I just didn't even know about. It also kind of gives me an idea for what the running costs are for the other hotels in the area. But I will tell you, if you see the Hilton Hotel on Hotels.com, it will probably be cheaper on the Hilton app. So if you are part of like Hilton or IHG, make sure you double check their app before you book on Hotels.com, because a lot of times it will be cheaper on their app. Now, all 3 of these apps do run reward programs. So once you kind of figure out which one you like the best, it does help to kind of stick to it. You can get a free room with Hotels.com, and this one's probably the easiest to get free rooms with because you can book such a wide range of hotels and you don't have to stick with just a Hilton. So it doesn't matter what hotel or what city you're going to, there always will be a hotel that falls in that category. Obviously, now with Hilton and IHG, you don't always have a hotel in the city you're going to, so it's harder to accumulate rewards with them. I usually book through Hilton or IHG, and I have never received a free room, but I have used 2 free rooms with Hotels.com. So there is that aspect that you might want to calculate in if it's worth using that one for you over the others. I probably still get a better savings using the others, so I'm not too worried about it, but that is just something to kind of look into. All right, let's move on. Okay, I also really like the app Road Trippers. I'll probably be posting like a picture or something of the app here in the corner. Road Trippers is kind of a nice app to utilize if you're going somewhere completely new. You can plug in where you're going and where you're starting out, and it will just show you everything and anything along the way. All the different landmarks, all the different parks, restaurants, gas stations, it'll show you pretty much anything and everything. So it's a really nice way to discover things along your route that you maybe would not normally have realized are there. So when I'm going somewhere new, I do not use this on trips that we frequently do. But if I'm going somewhere new, I do like to plug in my route on Road Trippers and kind of see what hidden gems may be along the way. And then the last app that I like to use when I am planning out a trip is Gas Buddy. This app is one that I've been using more newly now that gas prices are higher. This will help you find the cheapest gas in the area. So I do like to kind of plug that in and see what my options are for gas. Obviously, I'm not going to go completely out of my way to get gas, but if there's a gas station just a little bit down the street that's a lot cheaper, I will go a little bit down the street. So that is something that is really helpful right now with gas prices being high is Gas Buddy. That also is actually helpful locally. I will sometimes use it just local because like the gas station that's that way may be 20 cents cheaper than the gas stations that this way, and I can easily just go, okay, well, we'll go that way then instead of this way. So that is a helpful app at the moment. All right, guys, those are my top apps that I like to use when I am planning a trip. If you are interested in vacation idea spots for this summer that are not Disney, because obviously we all know you can go to Disney and we all know that I liked going to Disney, but I would like to do a video if you're interested in vacation spots that are not Disney. Let's branch out a little and see what else there is. So if you're interested in that, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you all in my next video.